I see chicken. I see rice. I see vegetables. Ain't it nice? Could it be? Is it true? Oh, happy me. It's gonna be... I don't know what are we having?
Curry.
Curry. Oh, I should have rhymed curry with me. Hello and welcome to Monday. We're having curry, I guess. We have had an very interesting time with this house. This is still a very new experience for us, still a new house. And we're still learning things about it. And we're still kind of in the process of learning things that, we want to have in a house someday that, maybe this house is not meeting. There's a few odds and ends things, picky things, like the kitchen is not bright enough, and it's not. Like, we have the one overhead light, and it doesn't provide enough light, and based on the way the counters are, like, if you're trying to prepare something out of the counter, the light comes behind you, you cast a shadow on what you're doing, and you can't see what you're doing. So, like, you have to prepare food at the island, basically. It's the only way to do it, or you can't see what's happening. But one of the bigger problems that we're learning about with this house is that this house is a little like Swiss cheese, just because it is cold outside, and we, turn the heat up in here because it's cold, and then we have to turn the air unit completely off when Mal does her recordings, because otherwise it comes across on the video, like it's very noticeable. So we have to turn, the air conditioning off, and it gets cold quick. I mean, it gets cold really, really quick. I don't know if there's like some issue with the insulation or something. I'm not exactly sure, but we'll crank it up really, really high in here just to counteract the effects of the cold, because otherwise it gets so cold that Mal can't work. She'll come into the office and be like, "It is so cold in there." And that's kind of the other problem, is that different rooms of the house experience wildly different temperatures. Now, the office is pretty warm anyway, but it's also doubly warm because we've got the computers going in there. Mal's studio stays a little colder. This room is kind of like somewhere in the middle. Both bathrooms get hot. I mean, really, really hot. It's kind of nice. It's a nice little escape. If it gets pretty cold, you could just go into one of the bathrooms, and it's like a little oven in there. But it's been really difficult because we've had to crank the heat up way higher than we normally would keep it. Generally, we keep the temperature in here around, what'd you say, Mal, like 72, 73?
Yeah.
Probably 72, 73. But because it's been cold, the temperature's been dropping, and it gets way too cold in here for Mal to work. So we've got to turn the heat up all the way to 78. It's currently at 78. So it will be warm enough that when we turn the air off, so it's quiet so Mal can record, that it will stay warm enough long enough so Mal can get some work done. And it's a ridiculous cycle. Like, the cycle is get the heat up to 78, turn the heat off, Mal goes to work, I keep doing my thing, and then it gets cool enough that she gets so cold that she can't work, and then that's like break time. Then we turn the air back up, and right now we're making dinner because we had to wait on the heat to rise, and it takes a long time for it to get warm in here. There's a bump or something around 72 or 73 that it'll get to 72 or 73, and then it just kind of sits there for a long time before it creeps up any higher.
Our electrical bill's going to be sky high.
Yeah, our electric bill's going to be ridiculous this month, but what choice do we have? I mean, you can't work when you're shaking, and we can't keep the heat on because you can hear it on Malmix episodes. So, yeah, it's kind of a problem. But it's all right. I mean, we're working around it, and it won't be cold forever. In fact, won't it be warm like tomorrow?
It's supposed to be 70 on Thursday.
On Thursday, it's going to be 70 degrees. What is this temperature? What is this place that we live? Anyway, are we close to getting done on the curry?
Yeah, just waiting on the rice.
We're trying a new curry sauce tonight. Well, Mal picked it out. It's coconut curry.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how I'm going to feel about that because historically I have not liked coconut. but it might be okay. It might be all right. Looks good, Mal. Very, very excited. Just sitting down to even more Seinfeld. It's really interesting how different design seems to be between DVD design from when DVDs were hitting their heyday and like today's menu design for Blu-rays and stuff. It makes a lot more sense these days. It seemed like they just had a lot of fun with DVDs, and like that's fun, I guess, to an extent, but it's also, I don't know, kind of frustrating because you're like, I want to get to a thing, and like on every single DVD for Seinfeld, like episodes and setup and extras are like in different places, and it's fun, but it's not something I would want for every single thing I had. I guess I should try this. Very subtle.
Yeah. See, like I said, I tasted it and I was like, there's not much flavor, so I put a lot more in, and it's really still kind of...
Yeah, it's very... I don't know. Normally when we have curry, I feel like I'm getting kicked in the mouth, and this is more like a light rubbing. And
You see what I mean?
I enjoy a light rubbing as much as the next guy, but I think when I eat curry, I'm expected to get kicked in the mouth. Anyway, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Maybe be better on the vegetables. I don't know. And as always, let's meet back tomorrow, shall we?